What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kpop Kimchi podcast. I'm your host, Justin Turnell, with my co-host, Brian Limper. We are the #1 girl group stands, and we just went to a concert.
We did. We are currently up in... Never mind. We're not in Minnesota. We are down in Louisville.
Technically down, looking at a map.
Yep, we're down at Louisville, and we went and saw Dreamcatcher at the
old Foresters Paristown Hall in Louisville, Kentucky.
Or as Sua said, Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville. She forgot the L, but that's okay. She spelled it wrong this morning, but we've all been there. We are currently in the hotel.
I don't know why whenever we do this, I just think about when we were sitting in the hotel in Minnesota trying to record after 18, it just wasn't happening.
Yep, it just didn't work. And that computer literally never lived another day after that moment.
Yeah, so
it never turned back on. It's still dead. But we are in the hotel, a really nice hotel.
Shout out to this hotel we're staying in right now.
In downtown Louisville.
Yeah, it's like super nice, like fancy. Cambria Hotels.
Yeah, it's like right in the downtown. Not super far at all from the venue either, so that was really nice.
Yeah, it was like a complete, like, maybe 6-minute drive.
Yeah, just weaving through the one-way streets. But yeah, we got there right on time.
Also, shout out to our other sponsor of today's video, Double Dragon 2, where we got our Chinese food from.
Well, that was our dinner tonight because we had to find some place open, and Double Dragon 2 came to the rescue on the campus of Louisville University, or University of Louisville.
Yeah, we had to drive past like Cardinal Stadium.
We had to go. It wasn't even that far, but we had to go drive on the highway, and we picked up some Chinese food, and it was really good.
Way more than one person can consume on
way real good portions. Like I don't even know if we ate our food. It doesn't look like it.
What, $12 for like some fried rice? Mm-hmm. And literally, there's enough fried rice here for 3 people.
Yeah, they gave us a lot, and we're like really full right now and staring at this food. But we'll have something to eat tomorrow.
True.
So
yeah, if anybody was there, we saw a lot of people. So if anybody was there and we saw you, shout out to you.
It was technically what we saw. It was a sold out show.
Yeah, it was weird because the venue itself. I've never been in a venue where it's just standing room only for like a K-pop show.
Yeah. That's true.
They had like an upper balcony where like if you paid more, you could go on it.
Yeah.
But really, you like walked in the door, got your stuff checked in. You know, like how they check your wallet.
Yeah, there was
whatever.
Yeah.
And you walked in, and there's just the stage right there.
You're just there. Like there's no like.
It's just a big room.
There's no like funneling over here or going over here. Like you could step in the door, and then you could just stand there if you really wanted to. Like it's all just a big floor.
And it wasn't like super huge. So when people didn't have their phones up, like recording, I could like see the stage. Like
we were like closer to the back, I guess, but it wasn't super far away. I think it was like a decent sized place, but I wouldn't say that the view was bad at all from where we were.
No, it was pretty nice.
It was cool. It seemed like it was like newer. I don't know. It kind of seemed like a newer building.
I liked it. It was fancy.
I thought it was really cool. I know Luna's coming there too, I think, but
Luna would be cool to see there. I'm glad after going there though. Because it was kind of really hot in the venue.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's standing only. So, I mean, it might be like that in also the Luna one.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of glad we're going to Chicago because it's kind of tiered. So
I was going to say, we do have we have tiers in Luna. You're supposed to. Because this was nothing. It was literally you buy a ticket and...
Like, if anyone's ever gone to like a pop punk show or like a rock show, it's not a stadium. You like go into the venue and you're just there. There's not like... seating, you don't sit down.
If you want to be in the front, you have to just get in line early.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
Alan, who we saw. Shout out to Alan.
Hey Alan, we finally met you. We took a picture with you. Dream your dream.
Looked exactly how I thought you were going to look in person.
He was in the very front row. Giu took his phone and took an awesome video. I'm jealous of that, but he had a fun time. This is his 3rd show already of 3.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He's going to every single one, so that's fun.
Whenever we get a chance, we might get Alan on as a special guest to do a Dreamcatcher episode.
We'll have to talk more about Dreamcatcher. Maybe when the tour's... I don't know. We'll figure something out. We'll do some Dreamcatcher episode with Alan.
With Dream Your Dream.
He wanted to. He brought it up. We're like, you know what? We're going to do it. But it was crazy to actually see Alan. But yeah, he was just a trooper up there in the front.
It's crazy because it's kind of like when we saw our other friends at KCON.
Yeah.
It's like... weird seeing them in person because we've never really seen anyone in person. That's in our Discord.
Yeah, in the Discord.
But we've talked to them like and voice chatted with them for like years, like literally years at this point.
So it's not like awkward meeting them.
Yeah, it's like awkward seeing them. It's like awkward just kind of like wow, you're literally everything I thought you were gonna be.
Yeah.
And here you are, and this dude we're watching literally just slipped, hit a home run, and fell over. That was funny.
But yeah, it's weird, like, actually seeing that the people are real, but talking to them isn't weird because we've done it for so much, like, for so long. But
it is weird.
Yeah, we had to go.
Weird. But
while the venue or the people were like leaving the venue, we like went on a hunt. We like walked to where the front was, and we're like, "Where's Alan?"
I was gonna say this is probably the only time we'll ever see Alan ever, so we had to like go.
Yeah, I was like, we gotta go say hi to him and take a picture, and we did. So, that was super cool to see the video on his phone. Like, that's awesome.
Like, that was like legit.
When they were taking the phones up there and like watching him kind of during the encore or whatever, I was like, man, like that's cool for those people. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I was like, well, of course
that's
it's Alan.
Me during my bag.
Oh my gosh! I please hope Idol does that. That's one. I will say, like, this concert, I thought the crowd was really good. You know, there were some.
Oh my gosh, they had so many fans.
There was a lot of people. Their light stick is really cool.
Oh my
gosh,
gosh,
because it's massive.
It's like legit, like a wizard's
staff.
It's so sick. I was actually really jealous. I wanted.
I thought I was going to see more of the robes, but honestly, I don't blame people because it would have been really hot.
There was a few Harry Potters out there.
There was a few, and the robe was like legit. I thought it was just going to be. There was a kid in front of us standing when we first got there, and he had one on. I thought it was just going to be kind of like crappy material or whatever. It was like a nice, like, dude, multiple layers and like sewn.
Imagine if we went to the show and just like a whole cult, like just rows and rows of robes.
Honestly, that's what I was expecting, was like everyone to have a robe and us to like be the only ones that didn't. But it looked real. I was very impressed with the quality of the robe. I will say that. That kid, it was like multiple layers and like stitched and stuff. I was like, this is nice. Like, good for them.
Shout out to the
but it would have been really hot. I shout out to the people who use their brain and were like, it would be way too hot for that.
It was cool.
But the fans were really great.
The fans were like hardcore. Like, there's some guys that were like,
they're going
you think
nuts.
that they're seeing like a Day to Remember or like some crazy hardcore band.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that like seeing them and some other fans by us that were kind of going crazy, it made me like miss that a little bit. But at the same time, there was a lot of fans that weren't being like that too. So you don't want to be getting a situation where you're like if everyone was like that, I'd be like, maybe I would have got in there and kind of jumped around a little bit. But I was like, I'm perfectly fine with not doing it because not everyone was like kind of into it like that. But everyone was into the concert. It made me just think of those days when we were just like in the pit and just like going crazy and all that stuff. I was like, kind of missed that, but at the same time, I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was very surprised. Well, I guess I was surprised, but I guess I could say pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
with how many people came and how loud they were. Like, they like loved them.
Oh, super awesome fan base.
After one of the
Insomias,
songs, right? One of the girls literally took a knee like Tim Tebow.
Oh my gosh,
because she was like so.
They were, and they had like the biggest light stick extension possible. I swear, but like, yeah, there was. I forgot what song it was, but it might have been. I have the set list here. It might have been. Odd Eye or something. It was like around there. It was like a title side. Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. But yeah, she like fell to her knees because she was so happy, and I was like, "That's what it's all about."
I hope I can experience happiness.
That was what it's all about.
She took the Tebow knee.
She really did. She really did.
Pointed to this guy.
They really like powered through the show.
They did such a long set list because they started a little after 7:30, and they went all the way to almost 10.
Yeah, it was a little over 2 hours for sure.
And they did like stuff in sections of 2. So they do like 2 songs, and then they do like a little talking thing, then they do 2 more songs. Like, I mean, they were like going. Because like the first songs they did were, they came out to Save Us, and then they did Because. Then they had like a little break. Then they did Red Sun and Locked Inside a Door. Now, in between this is when they'd be like, oh, hello, we're so-and-so, or we're, or how's everybody doing, or like, what should we do, like, what should we go see? So, I mean, that was cool, but I mean, they like trucked. How many songs did you say they did?
It looks like from the Setlist FM that was uploaded today, it was 21 total songs.
So that's a lot of songs.
Including I think they had 3 for the, not outro, encore.
Yeah.
So spoiler, there is an encore, obviously, like always, so don't leave. But there's 21 songs. They really powered through. Like you said, they do a few songs, talk for a little bit, but they're very like on it. Like it was like
there's like no breaks.
It was like song, talking for a minute. They got a drink, song. Like there was no like intermission. They were just on it, and it was a little bit over 2 hour show. It went really fast.
It did.
I was gonna say it does not feel like it went like over 2 hours. It went like I looked down and I was like, dang, it's already been like a really long time.
So after they talked a little bit to the jazz bar, then Always, talked a little bit. Then they played Can't Get You Out of My Mind, which is sick. Jazz Bar, sick live. The bass in there was like crazy.
Yeah, it was cool because it was like all the songs were like really loud, but in a good way.
Then they did Black and White, then Starlight, Tension, Break the Wall. And at some point, it might have been like the halfway point through the show.
Yeah.
They all kind of sat down for a minute. So I may be a little bit after this. I don't actually know.
Yeah, this is not specified.
But they did like a little thing and gave a shout out to each of the girls' solos that they had on their albums, which was the best.
This was probably my favorite part.
Because I love... Well, if you listen to our episode we put out earlier this week about our favorite top 10 songs halfway through the year, one of my songs was No Dot by Sua.
Yeah.
So I got to see her dance to it. Then she got other members to dance to it, which was sick. And then you got to see Dami's song.
Beautiful, which was like a top 5 so far song.
Spoiler
for me
alert, that hasn't come out. So there you go.
Yeah, well, you can know now. But it was really cool. It was cool because everyone got to sing their song like a little bit and showcase it.
So you got to see a little bit of it.
And like they probably did like a little verse into the chorus and that was it. So it was cool to kind of see everyone do it and they just had fun with it because they'd have to pick a member to go next or do it too. So that part was really fun. That was probably my favorite part of the show. And it like showcased all the girls together without like them actually like singing the full song.
Yeah, so it was awesome. They all got their own little shine. Everybody.
That would have been so many more songs are added on to 21. So.
And then they did their one song that won them all their awards, which was Mason, which everybody freaked out for. Then Odd Eye, which is a banger.
Track, I guess.
Then they did Into the Frozen, and they like made everybody do like some chanting or something when they were singing. I have no idea what really was happening there.
We were in Team A.
Whatever that was going on.
Team A over here.
Then they did Silent Night, and then Scream, which was sick. Deja Vu. Boca was awesome. Then they did, I think For Memory was before the encore.
Yeah,
or maybe it was.
I thought there was 3 songs, maybe 4 in the encore. I don't know.
But
they had a lot of encore songs.
After this point, everyone's like leaving. We're like, oh, come back. And I'm like, well, you know they're coming back because they always have encores. Also, we're like watching these baseball highlights right now in the background. And this dude just did a diving save into like the safety net to catch like a ball. That's crazy.
He's dedicated.
But yeah, so that happened. And then went to the little encore stuff and whatever. And at that time, that's when I realized that I think I know more of their solo songs on their own than I do their actual B-sides from their albums.
There was definitely songs I was like, I have no idea what this is.
But like the hardcore fans like loved it.
Hand Up, I was like, there was plenty of songs that I was like, I don't know what this song is. Because I played a lot. And I don't know every Dreamcatcher song, which is okay. That's why you go to concerts. But yeah.
Then they came out with their encore. They played... I honestly don't remember if For Memory was before or after the encore.
I don't either.
But
I know the last 3 were.
Then they had Wake Up, Mayday, in 9 days. New Days. Sorry. I can't read.
Yeah, this is the Setlist FM. So
I mean, that's a pretty official setlist right there.
Yeah, I mean, it was 21 songs plus their little kind of middle part solo parts where they would sing a little bit of their songs too. So there was a lot of performing. Like
much of our reviews right after shows, a lot of this was kind of foggy because
we
say it was right afterwards, but it was like 2 hours ago. So
yeah, because we had to come right after we went and saw Alan and we took our picture with Alan and then said bye. And then we had to come to the hotel, and then we eventually got our food, too. So, yeah, it's been a few hours since the show.
But more of the story is, if you're into any of those songs, you're in luck, because they played them all. And they're really good. The other thing that was cool about it was, like, the way they staggered their song choices, I guess, is it'd go from, like, super popular songs that everybody liked with, like, high energy to, like, a dance party rave to like a slow song back to like a popular song. And they had like so many songs where just like everyone was going crazy and jumping up and down like it was like an actual rave. Yeah. It was awesome. The energy in there was crazy.
It really was fun. They really knew how to bring a really awesome type of energy.
Like they were
you
really
just like
good
felt
live.
it and you're like, yeah, this is really awesome. They were just a really good time, like overall.
Also the visuals were on point. Everybody
I mean honestly, like you gotta
one of the best looking groups.
You gotta be honest. Like they're all so hot. Like they're such good looking girls and it's just
and they look even like just as good in person.
It's really blown my mind with all the Kpop groups we've seen of how they're so beautiful on the screens and videos, whatever. But then when you see them in person, they're even more beautiful. Definitely goes the same for Dreamcatcher too. Like seeing them in person, just all gorgeous individuals. Really like just
it's amazing.
Just amazing. That's just can't lie. Like they're beautiful. All really talented.
They're all really good at like playing up to the crowd.
Yeah, they really
Fan
know.
service is really
they're
good.
really they're just entertainers out there. But it was fun. It was really fun.
Great dancers. I'm pretty sure that most, if not all, the vocals were live.
I think.
Because if that's the case,
I think there was definitely
pretty impressive.
A good amount of live vocals. Yes, I think there was a good amount of live vocals. It was nice too because some of their songs, even more like upbeat, faster ones, they didn't necessarily have to go through like rigorous choreo, so they could kind of just like go around the stage and like get the crowd pumped up instead of like doing all these formations and dance moves. Like they had a lot of songs like that too, so it was probably good for them to kind of have like a break almost, so they're not just like doing all this crazy stuff.
I mean, they were going, their cardio's out of this world.
Yeah, they're just
like, especially days after days of doing it. Like they're like, that's a lot.
They said this was their third show, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we were the third installment of.
It's only been like a week because Alan's gone to all of them. Remember, he went to the first one.
Yep.
A couple days ago.
Yep, it's true.
I will say, I was very impressed.
Yeah, I really liked it. It was fun. It was a really good time. Really cool venue. Always cool when we can go to a venue that we've never been to, especially like that's kind of like a road trip.
Not only that, but like, I think my biggest takeaway from it was just how intense and like how hyped all their fans were.
Yeah.
Like Insomias were like crazy.
Yeah.
If they had a bigger venue, I think they easily could have sold it out.
I think they could have had. Well, I mean, because with this place, you literally walk in and it's essentially the venue. Like, there's people like back like farther than us, but like the elevator or the bathroom, just like standing there because that's how the venue works. I think they could easily have gone to a bigger place for sure. I think, and we didn't go to their tour they had a few years ago, but we've seen plenty of videos, and this definitely seems like a much bigger venue than they had back then too. So it seems like they're definitely growing in like popularity.
It's also easy to see how Alan said they had to stop the New York show multiple times because people were passing out. And I mean, if all the locations are the ones like how we were, I can easily see that because we were like in the back where there was like circulation, and I was like sweating.
It was
like
hot.
Crazy.
It was hot in there for sure. I could not imagine being in like the middle area or like in the front. I mean, I guess in the front you're just like so in all because they're right there. You can maybe power through, but in the middle area, like oh my gosh, it'd be so hot. It's just how it is.
It is what it is.
I mean, they even said it like
out
the
there
girls
in the
said, they're like, we know the Dreamcatcher concerts are hot, and that's just what it is.
This is a Dreamcatcher concert.
We know.
Everyone's out there sweating in the trenches and the pits.
That's pretty much what it was. We didn't see anybody faint, but we did see people
like call it quits and
like walk out from the front, and like somehow any concert we go to, we're always like the people have to like walk by us to be like, excuse me, and we saw quite a few people doing that, like leaving. Because they're like drenched in sweat and probably like needed air. So that's just the Dreamcatcher effect.
I don't know. It was fun. It was good.
It was really fun.
Good show.
I'm really glad we got to see him. I mean, we never
for being a group we like, but we don't like super like you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I was pleasantly surprised. Like, I mean, I'd go see them again.
I would love to see him again. I actually really would. I was kind of thinking that too. I was like, that was just really fun. Shout out to Alan too for doing the high wave.
Yeah, shout out to Alan for doing the high wave.
The high wave. Alan's just literally
if you guys really want to know about Dreamcatcher, go hit up Alan.
He will definitely let you know.
What is it? Capture the dream, catch the dream.
Catch capture this dream. I don't know.
He's like
something like that.
Dreamcatcher fan, and he's
one
like,
day we're
what
gonna
does he
collab.
say? He's like the GM of like Dreamcatcher America.
Yeah, he said he's
hands
like
around
the
world
fan,
or something.
He's like the fan owner or not owner. I don't even know. Yeah, like general manager of the fans of Dreamcatcher. So he's a pretty big deal.
He's a pretty big deal.
Even though he couldn't, I was like, "Do you have any? Get us into this high wave." He's like, "I can't." I'm like, "Okay, Alan, come on now."
We drove all the way here to see you, Alan, and you can't even get us in.
Well, he's like, "I had all these extra tickets." I was like, "How?" But I don't know. You can't really question his methods.
But yeah.
It was really fun. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Loved it. Except for being hot and sweaty. I don't like that.
I hope.
Like, if I'm, like, purposely in the pits getting hot and sweaty, that's something different.
That's just, like, the thing
when I'm,
I
like,
was debating.
standing there and I'm hot and sweaty, I don't like it.
Yeah, when you, like, don't expect it. But if you expected it, it wouldn't be as bad. I was like, maybe. But, again, with that type of thing, you have to just get there super early so you can be close. Because it's like a very rowdy crowd, but it's not the type of crowd you can, like, we've kind of been at before, where you literally can, like, push your way because everyone's pushing and you can, like, find a way to get to the front. That's not how this works.
It's more like the vibe of when we went to, like, Riot Fest, when everyone was just kind of there in their spots, like, chilling out. They didn't really want to be bothered.
You're not,
like people weren't crammed together. There's, like, space
you're
in
not,
between
like,
individuals.
slamming into other people, mosh pit. It's not like that. But people were excited. People were really pumped. They had a lot of love. And that's just all. That's, like, awesome to see, like, any groups obviously like getting a lot of love. That's always a good thing.
What's the next one you got coming up here?
Oh,
I know next week
actually,
you're going to be in Florida and I'm going to be in Indiana.
Yeah, so 2 weeks we have Brave Girls.
Yep.
We'll be
dude. Don't we have like VVIP for that?
Yeah, we actually have this one we just had normal tickets, but that we had the VIP high touch.
Not just VIP, VVIP.
The VIP gold. I don't know. They just always add crazy
names.
Like
we're singing to them during my
I think we get to just like hold the water bottles for them if they need a drink. But yeah, that'll be really fun. I don't know where it is. I don't think I've been there. I don't know if you've been there. The place in Chicago?
I don't think so. I don't remember hearing it.
So we'll see.
But there's also so many venues that's like...
Yeah, especially in Chicago.
And like this place, or even like there's some places you go that are like not even like venues. It's just like an open room.
It was just an open room, and then it had a balcony on like the sides and the back. And then it had like the big thing about this was like the bars, because there's like literally 2 big bars on each side.
Yeah.
Of like but... It was nice. It seemed like it was either like newer or like renovated. There was like a cool area outside too, where they had like a little stage. That was like, why couldn't we just have this outside?
True. It was really nice outside.
It was a really nice day.
Honestly, it would have been a lot cooler outside than it was in there.
At least had like a nice little breeze, but it was a very cool place. I really liked the venue. Super easy to get into. Super easy to like park. So
yeah, that's
overall it was awesome.
Good experience.
I honestly I hope we can see them again one day because they were really fun.
But yeah, so. There's that. If you guys were there, I hope you had a good time. And if you're going to be going to see Brave Girls in Chicago in 2 weeks on the 16th.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
Say what's up. But yeah, that does it for this Dreamcatcher special episode.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll talk more about him eventually in the future. So until then, I'm JT's Fall Girl. We are the Kpop Kimchi podcast. We love you. We love Dreamcatcher. Peace.
Later.